Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Art of Awesomeness podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Kiswani, accompanied today by your also host, Christian Caito. Welcome, Christian.
Was that loud?
That was kind of loud, just a bit.
Was that loud on your end? This is the first time we're doing this on.
Zoomy zooms.
We're doing this on Zoom.
Yeah, kind of impromptu.
Stuff it changed, but it's okay because we're always making the best out of whatever comes.
It is what it is.
So
But
now,
welcome to the second season of the Art of Awesomeness podcast. This is episode 23.
Yep.
So we're doing it, guys.
You guys
We're making this happen.
already know it's here. It's the second season. It's the best thing in your life.
It's going down. But before we get into what we're getting into today, we do, of course, have the first order of business.
All right, Adrian, would you like to keep talking?
Would I?
Ready? Before we get into it, we have some.
Oh, I see what you did there. Drum roll, please. Happy National Learn About Butterflies Day. So if you want to learn about butterflies, today's the day to do it.
Because
so that's that. Okay, so we have National Pie Day, which is why I'm representing here with the pie shirt. I don't know why Christian's doing St. Patrick's Day early, but I mean, no. Let's see. National Potato Chip Day. So
get chippy.
National Children's Craft Day and National Write Down Your Story Day. So if you have a story, write it down. And finally, we have, depending on your state or location, Daylight Savings Day or time. So we have that here where we live. But
we love daylight savings.
Yep.
The greatest things about this country.
Yep. Losing an hour of sleep. Wonderful.
That's okay.
Yep.
That's a-okay. We are doing it. We got the national days. Adrian, what are we doing, bud?
Well, so we're going to be honest with all of you guys. This is more of an impromptu episode, seeing as plans changed for us on our end. We were expecting to do an interview of sorts today, but that just didn't follow through. So hopefully we'll be able to do this interview with this person at a later date. I do know that on the 17th and the 24th of this month, we will be recording with some pretty cool people who we are introduced to by our new publicist, Sophie Coronel. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode is sort of a new thing because of the whole Zoom aspect of it. That's how we're going to be conducting some of these early collabs with people, seeing as COVID kind of prevents us from sometimes being in the same place or just circumstances and whatever. So this is not going to be a permanent thing. I can assure you of that, but it might be something that we do for a little while, just because we're trying to have as many people as we can on this podcast. And right now, Zoom is a pretty good way of doing that. So
you'll never forget when we did this, because you just won't forget.
I won't. Yeah.
We won't, because it's our first time doing Zoom.
So yeah, I'm thinking that some people will think, oh yeah, they just stopped with the whole setup, it's just Zoom now. But this is don't worry, it's temporary. But pretty much some stuff has been going on. Christian recently acquired a job, so I was thinking.
You recently acquired.
I did.
Did you do anything where it's like switching, or was it gallery?
It's switching.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yeah, but pretty much before we go into that, you did recently secure a job, and I do want to ask you, since you've been doing it much longer, what has it taught you that school didn't, or what has being in a working position taught you that has kind of, I don't know, broadened your experience?
First off, if we're talking about grammatical structure, you recently got a job.
Yes, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about you. We'll talk about me, but we'll talk about you first.
You said recently, and if you're just
if you're talking about it in recent terms, as far as timeline goes, what was that
exactly? Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay, Christian, what are you doing to your mic?
Huh?
What are you doing to your mic?
What am I doing anything to my mic?
I know. I'm just hearing all this like ear rape right now.
What?
I don't know.
not doing anything. My hands are not even touching my computer.
Really? Okay, I
Like,
just heard these really weird like scrape sounds
they're like
coming from
my
your end.
hands are like here on the side of my armchair.
So what you're telling me is that this is black
They're,
magic.
they're right here. They're just like flopping down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know. Well, you know what the thing is? My Mac is doing stuff lately.
Oh, it's been
Uh,
doing stuff?
it's been like it does this thing with like a fan, and it does this thing where it's because the keyboard's all it's like it's weird,
Oh,
but sometimes it sounds like um,
wow.
but not.
Wow. That was
But,
terrifying.
hey, it's okay. Technical difficulties this is our first time doing this, so
Yeah, and also technical difficulties are a staple of every episode by now, so
yep.
it is
So
what it is. But yeah,
this
I
is
was genuinely curious because we don't really get to
yeah.
talk that much apart from the podcast. So, I mean, as far as work goes, I have a pretty limited knowledge, and I'm not asking you to just lay out all the details, but I mean, what has it taught you? I guess from a leadership perspective, from working ethic perspective, just kind of lay it down.
So I got Adrian is talking about a few weeks ago. I got a job working at Therapeutic Pathways where I work as a behavior technician. And
Dang,
what
that's
we do,
professional.
what we do is we work with autistic children, and each client is different where they have different they're different ranging on the spectrum. So some are having a bit more severe as other ones, and with that they have different drills they need to run. So basically what we do is we condition them to have the right responses or have proper or appropriate responses in everyday settings, school or being with their family or friends. So they kind of learn how to have a bit more of a appropriate behavior. But that's what we do is we do that, and they're all different, but of course they're all kids, so it's really fun.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of kids running
it's
around.
like having a bunch of siblings or something.
Yeah, exactly. And after a while, like it just kind of seems like one just big family. But one, are you asking like what do I learn? Like,
Well, not necessarily specifically what this job taught you,
mhm,
maybe, but more so what being in a working environment has taught you that maybe being in school didn't, right? Because a lot of what we do as young kids is to prepare us for the work life. So, how well prepared did you feel going into work? Do you feel like what we went through as kids did a good job preparing us for the workforce, or do you think it didn't? Maybe, or a bit of both. What's your kind of take on it?
it's well, because this one, this isn't like it's still a job, but I think what they prepare us for is kind of more so like kind of long term, like when you're a bit older kind of jobs.
Mm.
I'm just working here part time to get more experience and to kind of
Yeah, same, same. Yeah.
and that's the same thing for you, but there's still like a lot of good takeaways that people learn from
Yeah.
school, such as um, well, when I went into it, really the thing that they look for, and I'm sure this is common for like every job, but they don't they don't really teach you some of the I think most of the skills that we learned was in adulting,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it was more so for job interviews, but that was different then because we learned how to do it in person.
And
So
now it's all
like
virtual and
in
stuff.
person, yeah, so now it was a lot so my interview I did it on virtually with someone, and it was very not brief, but it wasn't as long as I thought it would be
Hmm.
because they had to keep it pretty
Yeah.
civil.
That's interesting actually, because I actually did go to a physical interview for my first interview.
Oh, you
So
went to a physical one?
for the first interview, the second interview was online, but first I actually
You
had to
had two
go.
interviews.
Yes. Yeah.
You had two. Okay. Yeah, I only had one, but we, yeah, I went in and just answered a few questions. Um, but yeah, I came back, and I think what they don't really teach you, and something that I took away was that they really are impressed with the job. They're really impressed with people. And this is from me and from just hearing what other people from there have said.
Yeah,
People
sure.
that do their background research and are actually um, dedicated to the job. Like they're doing it not for salary only or just doing it just because they have the time to, but jobs, like pretty much any job, especially ones that are really that have a lot of intention and purpose behind them, or anything really, they really look for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Um, so when I got my job, it's because I'm kind of interested in going in the field of psychology, but I don't know which way yet.
Right. So it
So
was almost like kind of a gateway entrance to
yeah,
in that world, kind
hmm
of. Got
yeah.
it.
So they knew I was interested in it, but I also know that I'm really into working with children.
Hmm.
I love just like playing with kids and like being around them. So I think that kind of helped steer the ship a little bit. But
Hmm.
I really wanted to get the job because regardless of whatever my timing was or whatever the salary was, I really was interested in getting exposure to working with kids that I really did not get a chance to be around on a daily basis, just here and there, like nitpicking, like with some friends and family.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, if I was a teacher, I would, or if I was anybody that could make like a suggestion of things to just throw out there in those adulting classes, it would be to not only go over the basics of the interview and how to the right spots to hit before and
Yeah.
after. Those are important too,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
having a big picture mindset and the right intentions and the big picture mindset really puts you like ahead of the game. And that's
So
something I wish I kind of learned a bit earlier to kind of.
yeah, I agree. I think I agree in the sense that they do definitely try to prepare you for getting a job, right?
Mhm.
But I think where they might fail a little bit, not necessarily fail, but I guess the right word would be neglect, is what to do once you've actually secured the job, right? How to
Yeah.
function in hierarchies of, boss, employee, and, and different sub hierarchies within that. And how you should treat your boss, how you should expect to be treated by your boss, or how to interact with fellow coworkers, employees, and stuff. And obviously jobs differ greatly, right? At least especially in our world, but
Oh yeah.
it's the still I think that there are some constants as far as good leadership, you know, as far as being able to be a good listener, a good follower, if you're an employee under a boss or something like that. So I think maybe some work in that area would improve people's interactions once they go into the workforce, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
apart from just getting the job, because getting the job doesn't mean that you're going to be great at it, right? That just
Yeah.
means that you get the job. You might be fired in a week if you're not good enough, right? So
Mhm.
I feel like teaching kids how to actually operate in sort of a generalized working environment with structures and so forth might be a bit useful. And I think maybe the assumption would be that school does that for them, but I think school can only kind of go so far.
Mhm.
So I think if you're
Yeah.
going to do adulting, might as well just go all the way and kind of, introduce more than just interview, which is good. I mean, that's totally cool. But
Yeah. That's like the bedrock for, especially when everybody in school was getting like part-time jobs and stuff.
yeah,
That's kind of like the main thing. But yeah, I'd say because I'm not speaking on yeah I have a professional job now and
yeah,
I'm
right, right.
I'm a complete adult because I still live at home and I have it's just part
Yeah,
time. But
yeah,
still, one thing I wish I learned sooner was that they really do admire like the things that you overlook um, these are the things that they look for and that they really take great value and find good value in employees.
yeah,
Someone that's willing to be a good team player and that has a greater vision for what their mission is. But yeah,
right.
that's the
It was interesting. Just the other day, my dad and I were having a conversation, and my dad said something. Uh, how did he word it? He said that they can train you on the job, right? They can teach you how to, I mean, if you're working in fast food, they can teach you to flip the burgers, or they can, if you're working at Lowe's or something, they can teach you to use the forklifts and stuff. But attitude is something that they can't really teach, right? That has to come from your end.
yeah
So that they're really looking for someone who has a hardworking attitude, someone with good work ethic, who, even if they're not necessarily all the way qualified for the job, they're willing to actually learn and put in the work to become proficient at it.
yeah
And
like a
that
growth mindset is I think the word. through
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
someone that has a growth mindset that's willing to learn new things and acknowledges that they're not going to be perfect at it 100,
Yeah.
especially just starting out too.
Oh yeah. Especially if it's like your first job, like ours. That's
Like ours. Yeah, there's well, I want to ask this question about. I'll let you like reciprocate.
yeah.
Adrian just started a job too. Do you want to tell them a bit about it? So go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, for me, I mean, I haven't been in a job as long as you have been, right? Because I think what start date Monday as far as
This
now, but I've
Monday.
gone through this.
Yeah.
I've gone through the interview process and all of these things, applications, and it was interesting because I remember in adulting, you're writing out these fake or kind of semi-real, I guess is the right word, resumes, and you're doing all these
Yeah.
interviews,
Everyone.
and you're wondering in your head, how is this like really, how much of this is actually applicable, and how much of this is just sort of school theater of like, yeah, we need to teach kids this as formality, right? But
Yeah.
um,
Formal.
yeah, yeah, and I always thought it was really funny how there were some kids in adulting who were doing the fake interviews, but they actually already had jobs in real life.
Oh,
So
yeah. There was some. There were some kids that even had like more than at least like more than one job, maybe even like two jobs. Two jobs or like three jobs. I know one that had three jobs and one that had two.
really,
And yeah, over the summer they took on more than that.
oh, like over the
I
summer and
mean,
stuff.
circumstances are different where sometimes it's just not out of pleasure. Like for us, I think we did it out of like a because a choice that we had where it's like there was, you know, it was a more of like when I got it, it was more of like I want to do this for like a learning experience. When you got it, it was more to kind of get your foot in the door a bit more and to kind of, it was convenient too.
Right, yeah, for
I know some
sure.
people don't have that luxury where it's like
You have to work or
they have
else,
to
pretty
work,
much,
like
right?
they have to help their families out. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
yeah.
I know that there's a college student that I go to college with. I mean, she's what is it? Maybe 19 or
Hmm.
something like that, and she already has a kid who she's trying to take care of while doing college and stuff. So, luckily she has a husband to support her and stuff. But I can imagine that people who maybe don't have a father figure or husband to kind of support, that's probably a difficulty, right? Being a single mom and having to go to school, work, kid. So, there are definitely people who are very, I mean, I guess not just in our range, but all across the board who have varying situations, and getting a job, having a job means different things to different people
Yeah.
depending on their circumstance. But I guess more generally, having a job means, in many ways, not, it's like two things, right? It's a sense of security, knowing that you have some form and fashion of income, food on the table, roof overhead, basic stuff like that.
Hmm.
um, and then two is also just keeping you busy and keeping you active, right? Because people who don't have jobs, they become idle, and that's not really a good state to be in. Work is good for you. It's not like a bad thing. Work is a good thing. And people who sometimes don't think of work as a good thing, that can be harmful, right? Because work can, not only does it teach you a lot, it provides for you a lot. And over time, I think work, especially as you age and so forth, and even at the beginning, I guess a lot of these things are across the board. Not only does it teach you certain things, but it keeps your head in this really right mindset of, because when you have a job, you have to think to yourself, why do I have a job? And that reason really is going to steer a lot. Oh, I have a kid. So like when you go to work, you're not just going to work, you're going to work for the kid. If you're a college student who's making money to go to college, you don't just have a job, right? That is your college fund, right? That's what's helping you get education for a bit. So there's a whole lot of deeper meanings that come with just having a job. It's more than that generally. So,
So
you know,
yeah, like bigger. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's kind of what you were saying earlier, especially with your whole big picture thing that they would have taught us in school, right? The
Yeah. So
larger aspect.
do you want to tell them what your job is, or are you still keeping that on a down low?
I can tell them what it is. I don't know if I can tell them where it is, maybe just
Oh no,
because,
yeah, not like where it is. I'm
yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah, because where it is kind of like in the name, but basically food service
What's
worker
your
for,
address, schedule, salary?
yeah, I'm making this much, but it's a food service worker position at a school. So I'm also actually working with kids, funny enough. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh wait, you actually get to see the kids?
serve them the food, yeah, take it to the classroom and stuff probably. So because at the school I'm going to, they already have some kids back. So there's actually students on campus and stuff, so that's a
And
legit thing.
did
But
not-
pretty much kitchen work, and it's nice because it's not like a fast food place where you have all these rude customers. It's just kids, so it's like
yeah.
it's
Mhm.
kind of it's a nice environment where it's you're still doing some work, right, working in the kitchen and all that, but
Mhm.
it's nice
Yeah.
because it's not some grumpy old man coming in. It's just a young kid asking for his lunch, right? So
That is that a stereotype against people that get food?
I don't know, just I guess working at fast food, oftentimes you get the customer who's asked, I didn't ask for this on my
Different.
burger or something,
It's a
just kind of.
different environment.
Yeah, yeah. And it's one that I would personally like better because you're just helping the kids and giving them lunches and whatever food.
Yeah.
So, and you feel part of kind of a well-oiled machine when you're doing that. You feel part of something. And like kind of like what you were saying, you're
It's bigger.
you're because my position helps other people throughout their day. They don't really realize it, but whatever you do in your job is helping the overall goal work smoother, right? If you're doing your job well, you're helping other people's jobs go smoother, right?
Yeah.
Because if the kid gets his lunch, that means his day goes on smoother. If his day goes on smoother, he's probably going to do better in whatever schoolwork he's doing, or fill in the blank. So
Yeah.
it's nice to know that you're not doing something necessarily in vain, and it's actually something productive, right, for you and other people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely. Yeah. So that's a cool, like your job, because you told me a bit about it, and that's cool. Because I actually, when earlier on before the gig that I got now,
the
uh,
gig
yeah, the gig,
the gig
we applied for the same one, um, but I
Oh
guess
yeah,
while
yeah.
it was, remember, like it was, there was like a long waiting period, and then,
Let me
uh,
say something, man. This I interviewed November 9th of last year.
oh, you're still sour about it. How-
November 9th, man. And then it was, what was it? It was March, early March this year that I found out, hey, you still want this job? I'm like, yeah, back
yeah,
in March,
there
November.
was a long gap, right?
Yeah, I was, so just to kind of give you perspective, I was 17 when I applied for the job. I got the job at 18. So it's like,
It's not like you had to wait a whole year to get it.
I know, but that just whole number bothers me for some reason. Just
Well,
yeah,
we're just two working guys just working it up, you know?
just two chill dudes.
Let
But
me ask what's on the topic of jobs because I think we'll have to head into an intermission in
yeah,
few minutes, but let me just pose
perhaps.
a question. Should I pose the question now or should I?
Yeah, sure.
What is one thing, maybe a schema you had about work, or one expectation or thing that you had previously thought of something being like at work that changed or altered as you went there? Like, what's one thing that when you went to work, or one thing that, because you're still in the
Well,
process of going,
yeah, I think that as far as the process is concerned, because that's as much as I know, that's what I'm comfortable to speak on, really. As far as the process goes, I think you're expecting these organizations, like school districts or whatever you're applying for, maybe to be a bit more smooth in their um, outreach. Or I mean, no disrespect to the people who hired me, because they hired me, right?
Mhm.
But definitely, waiting that long, and some of the communication things, it can it's sometimes, because you're expecting in school, you send in a resume, they look at the resume. If yours pops up, they get you an interview. If you're in the interview and they like you, they say, okay, come back next week, fill out the contract, boom, you got a job, right? And
Mhm.
maybe at max that takes maybe like what, 2 weeks, a month, right? But when you're going on months trying to get one job, it's something that you maybe in school you're not really expecting it to be that way, and you're
Mhm.
hoping it'll be something just kind of easy. But that's the thing about the world outside of school, is that it's not run like school. It's run like the real world, and the real world's pretty messy compared to school campuses, right?
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
yeah, so I think as far as looking back as to what Adrian, freshman year in high school compared to Adrian freshman year in college, his perspective is definitely different as far as getting jobs now. Because one time I would have said, well, it's pretty easy to, get a job, right? And sure, it might be easy to get a job, but the job that you want, that's different,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's probably easy to get hired at Baskin Robbins. It's probably not that easy to get hired at maybe a much more specific job or a place that's different than a fast food chain that actually has you get fingerprinted and a TB test and stuff because you're working with
Yeah.
kids and all these different things that you're not expecting. You
Yeah.
know,
The stakes are a little bit higher, right?
what's
Yeah.
that?
The stakes are a little bit higher. Like there's a new like set of demands there for a different,
Yeah.
like for this setting, it's different because you have a whole new role of expectations a little bit in a new setting as well, where it's a bit more selective as compared to the general public.
Yeah, but I'm super thankful for a job, and I'm sure you are too. I mean, just having a job it's a nice, it's a good thing. You think to yourself like, yeah, I have a job, and you just kind of smile to yourself like, yeah, I got a
And
job.
like,
That's cool,
yeah,
right?
like you can help secure some stuff with.
Yeah, and it helps you, I think, get on the right path as far as adulthood because we're still pretty much on that path as
Mhm.
of the moment, right? We're not,
Yes,
you know,
we're
so
not we're not any exception.
yeah, we don't want people thinking that we're claiming to be experts because we are most
We don't
certainly
want
not,
people to think we're cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, as far as I guess the interview process, because you've already gone through, I mean, same here, but you've gone through the whole thing already. Was there anything in the interview process that maybe stuck out to you as something that you weren't expecting, or something that stuck out to you as something that you did or they did that you'd recommend for other people?
The inner things that stuck out, well, because this was a bit different, I'd say
Yeah, because
that
we were both working with kids, and I think that throws in a different mix because then they have to like talk to you about all these like harassment things and
yeah,
stuff. And
yeah, because you're not. It's like you're responsible for, some. You're more than. That's the other thing that I was. If I'm talking about like um, things that kind of changed the way that I thought about things heading into the position. When you are at work, things that would have like slid a bit more easily at school, like being late or not doing anything, like not
oh, you
forgetting.
can't be late. No.
That's the thing, because this is kind of like the real world now, where especially when you're working with kids, where you're
Yeah.
responsible for showing up on time to do these treatments with them because you're taking away time from them when you're not doing it,
Yeah.
and you are responsible for much more. And this is for any job.
Yeah.
You are responsible to this company. They trusted you enough to give
Hire
you
you, right?
abilities to. They saw potential in you to carry on something that they're trying to do. So, getting a job, I'd say just remember that you just be a bit more just kick it up a lot, kick the notch up a lot more,
Yeah.
because it's
Basically, I mean, you have to be the responsible one. You can't be the person who people say, "Hey, get your act together." You're the one who needs to be saying, "Get your act together," right? Because
yeah,
you can't really be this liability when you're at work, right? You're the one who has to take ownership and responsibility of the fact that, hey, I'm in this position. I have this much power. This is what I can do, what I can't do. This is what my job is.
mhm,
Within the hours that I'm here at work, this is what I have to get done. If I don't get it done, that's not on anyone else. That's on me. And
right,
it's different.
all
It
you.
Yeah, it's different mindset, and I think a lot of people in school sometimes they miss that. The kids who do really well in school, they understand this early. They understand that they have to take action for their own uh, responsibility for their own actions, right? They understand that, and that's why they do well in school, right? Because they don't have to be told do your work. They already got it done. So it's like
Yeah,
you want to have that same mindset when you go into the workforce because you are the one who's responsible for you. That's how it is in the real world. No one else is
yeah,
responsible. So
it's all you.
yeah.
Yeah. What about interviews? Asking about interviews. Really, just really know what you're applying for. They
Yeah.
asked me, do you
That
know what
works.
the job is? Do you know why we're doing it? And yeah, just really don't be afraid to do your homework. It's really encouraged actually to just get to know the company and their mission, that will just put you up a bit more because they'll be like, this guy knows what he's talking, or girl, this guy or girl knows what he's talking, or she is talking about.
Okay, you're being a bit too inclusive. Just you
No, no,
guys
no.
gotta say what you're saying.
I'm saying this guy knows what he's talking about, but this person knows what they're talking about.
Right.
That makes me want to take them a bit more over someone that's just here for a dry cut salary, you know?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah,
Someone who actually cares about what they care about,
yeah, the
Got it.
same mindset a little bit. So.
Yeah. I remember they had me asking questions about, what would you do if this happened with the kids or this happened in the kitchen or, whatever. I mean, they would ask you these hypotheticals and how you would respond,
Mhm.
and you had to be really quick to say, oh, I would, in what order too. So like order of priority. So be like, okay, first I would go to this person, tell them this. Then I would go to the next person who of kind of less importance, but still important, and take this action with them. Fill this out, right? Deal with this individual, contact so and so. Just kind of things like that that you kind of have to be. Oh, okay. If I was in the situation, if I was really on the job, that's what I have to do, right? And they and they want to know that you have that sort of foresight and ability to be in a situation where things aren't going right and you have to sort of fix them
Mhm.
in your own
Yeah,
way. So
yeah,
yeah,
essentially.
that was pretty much it as far as the interviews and stuff. But we're gonna head over to an intermission right now. And when we come back, we'll be talking about some more things. So enjoy this intermission and stay tuned.
And now for a Bakugan tip. If you're ever getting bullied in school, oh well, play Bakugan.
Okay, and we're back from the intermission. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea what just happened. You have no idea.
No idea. We just talked to one of the coolest.
We just talked to Marcelo Smith.
Yeah.
The Marcelo Smith. You guys just
You guys.
you can think you know what we just went through, but you don't know. You don't.
You don't. Marcel, if you're watching this, hey man, I hope we
You're a legend.
get
So
together sometime. That's cool.
jeez.
But when we called, like he was like working out.
Yeah, we
And
called him. He was in the gym. So
sitting in our chairs.
I kind of feel bad about that.
Just,
Yeah. There's nothing worse than like when you're working out and someone texts you and like, oh, dang it, you're like you're in.
That's the thing. Like he picked up and he was like, "Hello." He was just like, "Hello."
Just chill. Chill.
Yeah. And he even offered to
That's
call us
crazy.
back. So that's cool. Yeah. So Marcelo Smith, he's a friend of ours in 8th grade, and we just make him out to be this huge thing. But we just say that he was super cool in the 8th grade, but he's just a normal kid like us.
Yeah, he's normal, right? No, he's the legend.
Just a normal kid. So,
but yeah, right now, what we're trying to do for you guys is we're trying to call people to hop on this Zoom call and see who we can get.
I have some ideas. Or we can do Lucas. We can do my cousin Alana. We could do who else can we do? We can try Campos again. Do you want to try Campos or?
We can try Campos. We would probably have to call them first and just see if they're okay to be on the podcast. But yeah, for sure.
Okay, who are we? Those are some options. What are you thinking?
Actually, it'd be really cool. Let's call Campos. Let's see if he can pick up, and then we can talk about his podcast and
okay.
know a little bit about that. This is really impromptu, guys. Just so you know. I mean, we're just
the first time. A lot is happening tonight.
I know.
Gee. Hey, that's
Marcelo Smith, dude. I can't get over that, man.
That's another life lesson.
He's one of the only people in the world who ever made me cuss. Like in
it?
Yeah, remember when at the football game?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's funny. I wish I recorded that. That was the best night of my life. That was jeez. You were a silly little boy.
I guess. Like I was because we were expecting him to show up and he didn't. And so I just was like, yeah, I cussed and it was the funniest thing.
Wait, if he's watching this, is he gonna be like, what are these why are they exposing me?
Listen, Marcelo Smith doesn't get exposed. He exposes other people. That's what happens.
Marcelo is a cool man.
Marcelo's the coolest.
Anyway, on the topic of Marcelo, let's see if we can call our dad
Yeah.
with my voice cut. Should we need to keep the audience entertained. Mr. Campos, we're gonna see if we can reach Mr. Campos. Are we going to
Yes.
call him first, or
Yeah, let's just call him and see.
okay, are you doing it or am I doing it?
He's probably more likely to pick up if you call him. So let's just do that.
You think if he sees your name, then he's like, oh, it's just Adrian.
No, because I don't call him. So if I call him, he's probably gonna think something's wrong.
Okay. Should I put it
Yeah.
on speaker or not speaker?
Up to you, honestly. If it's not on speaker, I'll do something to entertain the audience while you call Campos.
Let's just see.
I'll do something. Uno momento, por favore.
But you have to speak though, because that's how the camera it shows. It shows like right now it's probably pointing at me because I'm talking.
Yeah, I know. So hold on, I got you, bro. Or actually, you can just mute yourself, maybe if you want. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Hold on. Okay, so Christian's doing his thing right now, and I just want to make sure that there's something for you guys while Christian does his thing. So, uno momento. Humming like there's nothing in the world, and boom. So now we are officially Men in Black mode. I feel special.
All right, gang. He
Oh.
just was a note. Are you? Are you? Your shades. And
Listen, I had to put on the shades. I'm just that cool.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't pick up, guys. Oh wait, it's not like a live session. We could. You want to see if?
I don't know. I mean, we are gonna.
This is really wow. This is like a different kind of.
This is definitely a different vibe.
How long we're going?
What's that?
I don't even. Forgot to press timer, so we're probably.
I guess it doesn't matter now because we only need the intermission, right? And then after that, it's just.
Yeah. So now we don't really know how long we're going.
No. Oh.
Oh well.
Oh well.
All right, guys. We are going to keep this entertaining, though. So
we're just basically gonna try calling people.
Next time, if
seeing
you do a freebie episode like this, do you guys want to be on it? Ooh.
Oh, that'd be. We're coming up with ideas here. Okay, who is one person that you know that we know who would just Kristen. That they would say yes to being on? Kristen.
You want to try Kristen, and I'll entertain them while you.
I don't have Kristen's number. That's the problem.
What do you mean you don't have Kristen's number?
I changed phones, and so I just had the numbers of people I could write down real quick while it was resetting.
Okay. Do you want me to try Kristen, or do you want?
We can try
someone else like Lucas.
I don't know. I have Lucas's number. I'll try calling Lucas.
Okay. Here's Lucas. Adrian, are you gonna mute your mic, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll mute my mic. So Christian,
I
believe in you, bro. I believe in you.
So, oh wait, are you doing it right now? Just give a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay. Adrian is muting his mic, which means that this is probably on me now. So, that in mind, it's time for Christian's segment of exciting things to talk about. Yeah. So, in other news, besides our podcast and trying to get other people up, and it being our first premiere of our second episode, first premiere of our first episode of the second season, we have some very, very good news. We are doing some renditions to the website. We got some new merch potentially coming. Merch concepts. Merch concepts coming out. There we go. Merch concepts coming out, and we're working on that a little bit. But I'm sure you don't want to hear me talk, because who likes to hear people talk on a podcast? So I'm going to get my friend Kira and play something for you while Adrian is being the talent agent. Let's see if they can. Oh, you guys can't see me. I'm assuming he's talking to someone because he's talking. But yeah, let's do it. And the answer is.
Okay, so Lucas
is a go.
Is no. But he said maybe try Angelo. Should we try Angelo?
Angelo Mercado?
I think so.
Do you have his number?
I do, I think.
Do you have his number? Okay, I'm pretty sure I have his number too. If you want to.
Okay, well, since you've been entertaining them for now, I'll let you call Angelo, and
Okay.
we'll see if he picks up.
All
right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, people, we're back on me now. I know that this episode is a bit different than other ones, but we're just trying to make do with what we can. So if you have still stayed on this long and are still watching and or listening, we do appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see. What can I entertain la audience with other than my absolutely sick and unrealistically priced shades? So in the year 1818, it was a year where the century and the specific decade were the same number. In the year 1818, it was the 1800s, and it was the 18th year of the 1800s. And I guarantee you that in the year 1818, there was a person who was 18 years old who was born on the 18th of some month, probably January. Let that sink in. Think about the ramifications of such numerical coincidence. Consider the fact that in many instances, the number 18 is used to represent maturity, a change in pace or pathways. One could assume that the number 18 is meaningful in nearly every modern culture. Therefore, I've come to the conclusion that the year 1818 was a changing point in Earth's history to become a more mature, less mature individual-ish thing. I'm going to try and think of what Christian's saying right now. Oh, surprise. Oh, more surprise. He's saying, oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure he just said, oh my gosh. Okay, now he's saying something about Chick-fil-A 100%. Oh, stop doing that one thing to me. I don't know what that means. Okay, now he's looking at calendars and interesting numbers. He is now looking at perhaps sending Angelo the link. I don't know. Okay, now his computer's shaking a little bit. Don't know what's going on with that. Still wearing the St. Patrick's Day shirt. Don't know why he hasn't changed it yet. It's not St. Patrick's Day, but it is what it is. Okay, now he's looking with minor annoyance. I don't know why that is. Okay,
all right, so he's coming, but he has to get a camera. Because his camera, I don't think he has one attached to his phone. Or not phone, his computer. But
Okay.
he wants to know if we can send him the link.
That I can do.
How come you're muted? Oh, there you go.
I'm not muted. You muted me? Gosh dang it.
No,
okay.
I'm muted. Okay. Wait, what was I saying? Yes. Angelo, we are going to send him the link.
Yes, sir.
I told him it would be roughly like 5 to 10 minutes because I didn't want to take him away from anything.
Yeah.
And just to kind of get people in
just
here.
Wanted to catch up with the Angelo Smangelo.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. So
that's the way.
Do you have his phone number or no? Do you want me to send it to him?
I think I do have his number. I just need to find it.
I don't know why. I could just send it to him. I don't know why I didn't think of it in the first place. Also, Campus reached out and said he would be interested, but he's not free right now.
Oh, well, thanks, Dad.
Don't know how that would work, but it's okay. That's okay. What you're doing right now, we might get to interview Ashley if she wants to do that too.
Oh, okay. All right, I have now sent the link to Angelo Mercado. It is done.
All right, guys. So we know, I'm sure Adrian already addressed this, but this is a little bit of a different episode.
Yeah.
Reaching out first episode. But you know what? This is kind of fun. Talk about our work. Gave you a little bit of advice on how to work it out at work. How to work it out. That's the video. Work it out.
Every single bone in my back just cracked. That was the weirdest thing. I just thought I should let people know that, I think it's important that the world knows when my spine doesn't want to behave,
And
that has been Star Talks with Neil deGrasse Tyson. So, what are you thinking that we're gonna talk about with
Angelo told me a few things.
Okay.
We can ask him about his work. We can ask him any hobbies taken up. But Angelo, if you're watching this, or anybody else that's related to Angelo or is friends with him, we are about to hopefully speak with Angelo Mercado.
And this is interesting because the last time all of us have been on a Zoom call, it was for that one thing that you guys did for leadership. And I was the first guest. So this is kind of a weird twist event.
Well, that's what it's all about. Not only do we have technical difficulties, but
we have to be unexpected. We can't let the audience get too comfortable because then they'll just become idle and stuff. We got to keep them on our toes.
Well, now hopefully we'll keep them on our toes. Angelo was, if you guys don't know him, which is a shame, Angelo was one of the most spirited and iconic people.
Yes.
Not high school.
He has a very, very lively personality. Really cool guy.
Held ASB president, I believe. ASB
yes.
For senior year. Senior year. And we haven't spoken to him for a little while. I haven't, at least. I don't know if Adrian has, but
I haven't. No.
We used to do a Mustang Tonight show, which was this thing we try to do to kind of keep engagement among students and faculty.
How many of those did you actually end up doing?
That's a good question.
Because you have a YouTube channel for it, right?
Yes. Mustang.
Search that stuff up, man. We got to know the facts.
Okay, Mustang Tonight. We got this. I think we ran for 3 episodes.
3 strong episodes. Let's go.
And you made the channel art too, so props to Adrian for doing
that. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So,
as my brother Miles would say, appreciate it. Just forget the A, just appreciate it.
Just appreciate it.
Just appreciate it. That's how you got to say it. Okay. If you want to be an absolute cool kid, evidently. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's fine too.
The more you know. We're going to see if Angelo hops on because I just sent him that Zoom link. So hopefully this works.
This is going to be the best night ever.
This is going to be legit.
And, if you have any ideas, Adrian, of who we should take on too.
Yeah, for sure.
Night. We got Angelo, Campos was interested, Marcelo.
Yeah. You know what? While we're waiting for Angelo, I'll look for some more individuals.
Oh, so that means it's my turn to take on. Also, other news, if you guys are interested in being in an intermission.
Oh, yes.
Maybe that could be a good idea. Kind of like
that could be a thing.
That could be something. If you guys are interested in that, please let us know. We would love to reach out to you guys. Love for you guys to reach out to us about talents that you can display or things you just want to. It doesn't even have to be talent.
I was just scrolling through. You want to try and call Rocio and see?
We could do that. Okay.
That'd be funny, dude.
Rocio, Sophie.
I'm gonna try and text Rocio, man. I'm curious.
Okay, text Rocio, and while Adrian is reaching out to those 2 people,
I feel like we're on a mission right now.
Make this the most interesting podcast ever.
And this is how you start off a season 2. If we're gonna really interview a bunch of people, might as well start.
Go off with a bang, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Angelo.
Hey there, guys.
Oh
Let's go.
You look
got my camera set up.
Dude, the hair, the backdrop. Oh my god,
it's a messy bed.
Angelo, you have the coolest. I mean, there's a rapier in your background. I mean,
yes, I actually got that from a family friend because we helped clean out her house that she was it was her old family house that she was trying to empty, right?
Yeah.
So we helped clean up, and her dad owned a lot of swords, so I decided to take one.
Yeah, why not?
Angelo, your life already just got 10 times more interesting with that one statement alone.
No, sometimes you gotta, if they offer it, you gotta accept it,
Absolutely agreed. No, 100%.
Man comes up to take a sword, you're just not gonna take it.
Exactly. Why? How can I say no to a sword?
You can't say no to a sword. I mean, that's.
Wait, is that like a real one too? Because Adrian has one too. He has like 2 in his.
Nice.
Legit.
It's not sharp though. It is no, it's sharp point. It's very pointy, but the blade itself's not sharp.
Yeah, that's how mine is. It's dull completely on the sides, but yeah, the point's for real.
Angelo, thanks for coming on here, man. How's it going?
It's been going, keeping busy, trying to find new things to do is the hardest thing
Fair.
at the end of the day. But other than that, I've been really trying to keep busy, hang out with family. I mean, that's all I can hang out with. So, and just
Hey.
find new work,
Hey, I've been seeing you deadlifting, man. I mean,
I know. We built a gym in our garage. So
yeah. Props, man.
Yeah.
Angelo, oh my
legit.
God. We have you on. I know this is kind of sudden. Thank you for coming on here. Angelo, for all the millions of people that are on here, we just want to know, like, what have you been doing since like the shutdown? Like, what's been going on that's so wow. Fill us in on the gap. We haven't seen you in ages. Everyone's asking the $1 million question, where is he now?
Oh, totally. Yeah. Where am I? I'm always home.
Is.
I'm actually always out. So one of the things that actually did well due to quarantine was our business of real estate photography and videography. Because something we did differently was we introduced a thing called Matterport. So we did 3D virtual scans.
Oh, so they could just be there without, gotcha.
So due to the fact that no one could do really open houses anymore, we were the ones to go out there, scan the houses, and boom, it's on the internet. You could virtually tour your places and whatnot.
Dang, how long did it take to virtually map out a whole house?
I would say rule of thumb is about like an hour for 1,000 or so square feet.
Oh, gotcha.
Per 1,000.
And you
Per 1,000.
Is it one of those things where you can walk like through the house? Like
yes, you can walk through the house. Yeah.
That's legit.
And so how do you do that? Do you wear like a 360 camera on your head?
No, yeah. So it's we got a 360 camera on a tripod that actually spins 6 times. So it takes 6 shots and then maps it all together.
Oh, okay.
Like it puts together this dollhouse view in which you can walk point to point. So just like Google Street View in a sense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but it's for homes.
Yes, but for homes, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And so
Angelo, you can create Google Homes.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I think we are Google Street certified. So whenever like we do commercial businesses, so like restaurants and so, we're able to put that onto Google Street View. So when you look up, say, let me go to this restaurant, I can actually now walk inside.
Oh, that's pretty cool, dude. That's legit.
Yeah.
I was telling Christian before this that the last time we were all on a call like this is when you two were interviewing me for the whole Mustang thing.
Tonight, right?
Wow, the tables have turned. The turntables.
The turntables. Yes.
Yeah, the turntables.
This is the remix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the video.
It's switched up now. Angelo, you before you came on here, we were you mentioned something that kind of surprised me. You're not on your sticker business anymore.
Yeah, so we actually ended up stopping that because with the boom in real estate, as in like the market itself, we kind of got overwhelmed trying to balance both of them. So we had to make the sacrifice. Like, okay, it's fun, it's nice, we got to help out people, but sadly, it wasn't worth our time anymore, and we were being delayed on a lot of orders, and it wasn't right to the customer to keep doing that. So we had to just cut it loose and.
But you adapted to that though, which is
we had to adapt to it.
I know because I only brought that up, and I told you this before coming on, but your stickers were like the hottest thing in high school. Like everyone had one. Like
I don't think everyone had one.
Adrian does have. I bet he's gonna come back because he has the logo sticker. I don't know if that's what he's coming back with. He has a bunch of.
I remember throwing that at people to be like, "Hey, take this."
But that was the ultimate promotion too, and it's cool because you kind of branch that out to, like to students. Like if you guys want to do anything like that. Yeah. But that's cool. But that's cool to see, honestly, that you have kind of branched out onto this virtual. Right there.
I don't. It's not on this water bottle. It's on.
That one.
Nice. Nice. Cheers. All right, got you, Angelo, representing.
You know what? The genius behind the stickers and the spirit is there.
The spirit's still there, I have the mindset to try to sell people things. So that's
Oh, Adrian, did we even actually properly introduce Angelo? I'm sure most people that watch us know Angelo, but
oh yeah, but like for future reference, yeah. Okay, so Angelo is the super cool kid.
Rewind.
Okay, so Angelo was the coolest kid who went to our school, hands down.
Not.
He is, still is.
The coolest kids out there were Christian and Adrian.
But
Hands
also,
down.
but like we were under Angelo, you know what I'm saying?
No.
There's like Angelo, Christian, Adrian.
But there's the
and then-
height. There's the height of there's Adrian. Christian.
No, but for morale and how people liked and adored more, it would have to be
It was you guys
Angelo.
because I looked up to you, both physically and mentally.
You know, but we wanted to be as cool as our president and our leader. How many years were you in leadership again, Angelo?
just the one.
No, but but I honestly, because I was confused because I could have sworn like you were there since like sophomore, like junior year.
Yeah, I remember I used to always volunteer for the homecoming floats because that was really fun to
Yeah.
experience and then help out with other things. But other than that, I officially joined senior year because I was like, oh, I could run.
Yeah.
And you did track too, which is very impressive.
Yeah,
You
track
did
was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
What was that again?
You did track for like how many years, Angelo?
I did it freshman and sophomore year,
Yeah, okay.
but then I wasn't able to do it sophomore year due to having surgery.
Oh, right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Legit.
Okay, yeah. So we just wanted to make sure that everybody kind of is on the same page. The president of the coolness in ASB.
Yes.
Is humbly finally on the show. He's on the
Yeah, no, because you're honestly, this is our premiere of the second season, and we just wanted to reach out to the coolest people we knew.
Oh my gosh, season 2.
Yeah,
I'm
season
excited.
2. I mean, Angelo, actually, you're really the host of the podcast. We're
Oh.
actually being interviewed right now.
Oh, okay,
so,
okay, yeah.
This is our way of telling you you're the host now.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh,
We
speaking
transfer-
of interviewing, then, how has your podcast journey been? Like, how is that as an experience? Because I've always like wished to just like start something like that to be able to communicate with others and just be able to talk on my mind of what I believed in. And it's just you guys did it, and I'm so like happy to see that you guys have the balls to really jump through and
Yeah.
do it. So
Angelo, I'm telling you right now, dude, if you made a podcast, everyone would listen to your podcast. I promise you.
Just you guys.
I think, Adrian, you want to answer that? Because you have more profound answers than I do. You're
More
the-
profound.
Yeah.
Just more saucy material.
saucy.
Yeah. Honestly, it's well, like with anything, I think you always have to expect the slow start. You know, you can't really have that expectation, set too high most of the time, because those times where you're going to blow up, that's rare, and that's why it makes the news, right? Because it's so rare. But it really is just I think we've learned consistency, making sure that you kind of stick to it. Like, no matter what, every Sunday at 9 a.m. Art of Awesomeness podcast is going to be up on YouTube, like that's just sort of a thing now.
Yeah.
So it's sort of this thing where you're offering something to someone else, you're offering them a service or advice or just entertainment, right? Something to pass the time. If you're offering it to someone and they're willing to take it and receive it from you, that consistency is important in that dynamic, right? Because if you cut off for 4 months or something, and then they're like, oh well, I found another podcast, so it's something where you have to, it teaches you that responsibility of keeping with it, and not really giving up. Even if one episode does really poorly and one does really good and then poorly for a while, you still keep at it because you have that kind of light at the end of the tunnel that's telling you, I have a goal, so I'm just going to keep going until I reach that goal. So that's kind of what we've learned. I don't know how your business sort of experiences kind of taught you anything or any wisdom that you've gained from that. But
when it comes to say business wisdom, I think the hardest thing for a lot of people to swallow, especially me too, is really not shying away from those mistakes. Mistakes are always here to come, and for you to always think that you're going to hit a perfect run every time, you're going to get every client, you're going to do this job successfully. With that mindset, you're just going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
I mean, you do want to strive to do the best you can, but you got to understand there's going to be roadblocks in the way. And it's the people that can break through those roadblocks, learn from them, adapt to them, and grow stronger from them are the ones that are going to continue to be consistent and sustainable and just successful in general.
Yeah, because adversity is going to come for all of us. It just matters how you react to it, pretty much.
Exactly.
At the end of the day. Yeah. So for sure. That's legit. Angelo is the man, dude.
Oh my God. Now that you're here, okay, I have to get this out of the way. Now that you're here, Angelo, I don't know what to say. I was nervous before calling you. I was like, this is like us. Because last time, remember when we were all Adrian and I, we were with Campos and we saw you rollerblading.
Oh yes.
Never expected that. Like never expected.
No.
Yeah, but what village was that in?
It was Altamont.
Altamont.
Yeah, right.
Altamont.
We were like right by the park.
Yeah, and we saw you, and we're like, oh my gosh, that is so cool that someone is still rollerblading.
Yeah.
Because that made our day.
That's what you gained from that.
No, but every time I think of Angelo, I think of one of two things: the rollerblades, or just him like going all out at like a rally, or like going like oh what's that MUSD and just going out like your spirit is what like
I think I was just the loudest person.
Yeah.
that's what counts, and that's why you made the role that you got.
Yeah.
Because of your spirit. Angelo, you are by far, like, probably honestly, like, not just saying this, one of the coolest people we know. And something that we try to learn, at least I try to learn, is that what you have, it's what's really cool about your personality is that it's something that it's for everybody. Like it's like you attract from just having a good time. You're just doing your own thing, and it's cool seeing how you have your own like business now, and even with like with the sticker thing, and now you got your have. Do you have a name for your new business now? By the way, I didn't ask that.
Oh, yeah. It's actually we've actually had this before the stickers.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So
it's called Mercado Visuals.
Cuddle Visuals.
Yeah, it's got my last name and then visuals.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
And actually, this is the logo. It's right here. It's
Right there, you guys see that, folks?
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
shirts and everything.
But it's cool seeing how you adapted from that, because I don't really talk to like a crazy lot of people from school these days, which is kind of unfortunate. But just seeing you like seeing the really good qualities come out that I still recognize from high school. Like I say that like we're old people.
Yeah.
Like, back in our day,
high school is crazy, man.
Just a year ago marks our last day of school.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
My mom told me that. It's like, yeah, it was a while ago. It's weird because we never really thought that it was. Yeah, thought it would be like for how long? Like a week? Like a
2 weeks.
It was weird.
Extended spring break.
It was weird because everyone went home that day thinking they would come back on Friday, but no one ever did. It was the weirdest thing because you didn't have any like goodbyes or anything. It was just nope, not coming back now. It's okay,
No one did like their dress of the day to like show out for the last day of school and things.
Yeah. Never got the chance. Yeah.
Never got the chance.
How'd you feel about that? Not really being able, because you were really about the whole school spirit and ASB, especially in senior year. So having that kind of cut short, like how did you respond to that? How was that?
I think to me, I'm a homebody. So like I never really I love to go out, but I also am a person that likes to stay home.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
For me, I was like, oh, it's an extended vacation. Little did I know it would extend to like a whole year of being at home. So
yeah.
Right.
But
yeah.
when it came to saying with the high school experience and such, it was really sad. Like I wasn't gonna lie. As much as I am not someone to always dwell in the past, I do wonder what would have happened if we got to finish off. If we got to, go to prom, actually have that finished graduation. How would the feelings and the emotions go through from that? Like what would I be feeling then? Because I think it was the drive-through graduation that I teared up, because I was like, wow, this was so much work that people put in to get us that, just get that sort of feeling that we would have had, and thinking that, dang, what would have been the real thing? Would I be something even more? Shouting it? It's just, as much as I would want that, what happened throughout this time, it was a growing experience, and I really got to learn a lot about myself and the people that I want to surround myself with. So it ended up being trying to make the best out of the situation. So it kind of it's very iffy feelings, it's kind of like it's cool, but it also sucks.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, it's a good story.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a good story, Back in our day, we fought for toilet paper.
When we were, able to go without masks and do any of this stuff. Now it's like the new normal, and it's just weird.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna have to do, what I've been thinking about, is when we have a high school reunion, we all just gotta come back together
with all of our mask tans.
Yeah.
around our faces right here,
Yeah.
and then just have like a makeup graduation.
Oh yeah, we just graduate right then and there.
Yeah.
Some people will bring kids, some people won't.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey, you just call people's name.
yeah.
Angelo ASB president, come up and received. And your kid's there, just like daddy, I want more snacks. It's my moment to shine.
They all have like damn stickers all over them.
Just- but that's cool, man, to see like how even now, like you just how you chose to take that like a negative experience, and just like the intent I see like with you, your business and your personality, like it's really cool to see, man. I'm really happy that things are working out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Although Angela, I mean, I know this is kind of impromptu and everything. We just kind of started having the idea to call people, but I mean, later on when we can actually have people in person, I mean, it would be super cool to interview you like for real and stuff. So
Always down to
yeah,
show up to the amazing podcast.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
the Art of Awesome.
the art of all.
The art of awesome.
Art of Awesome.
You bring the ness. You will bring the ness. You bring the awesome.
Yeah.
I'll bring the of. I'll bring the of.
Wait, so that would art of awesome. So you're the of.
Yeah.
Which one is Adrian and I then?
You're the awesomeness. Come on, like
Okay, here's the thing though, because Adrian's good at art, but I feel too. That's not right.
I'll take the art. I'll take the art.
No, how
voluntarily.
about-
Now
But then
we're overthinking it now.
okay, then who's gonna be the podcast then?
That's true. We need to find
and-
the podcast.
And
Mr. Campos for sure. He's
Who's
the
gonna
be the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Art of Awesomeness podcast. Who's gonna be the?
Oh shoot.
That's a very important role.
It's
Miss Peer,
that
Miss Peer.
introduces the whole thing.
There you go.
Who? Which one? Who's it gonna be?
Who's the fifth?
The Adrian, did you call it the? You're gonna be art and the.
Am I?
I thought you said you're gonna be the like adjoined. Never mind.
It could be joints. You know, there's a little hyphen.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Andrew can be the hyphen.
There you go.
Ooh, we can see if he can come on too. I know, Angela, when I told you that we would keep, I didn't want to keep you from anything. But thanks again, honestly, man, for coming on.
Yeah, anytime.
Really, man, it's really cool talking to you again, Angela. You're like the coolest kid ever. Yeah. Just guys, if you want to just say the name of your business real quick, if you want to advertise that to our 41 subs.
No, I mean, I don't think anyone at this point in their lives is selling houses or so.
If you are though, hey, you never know.
Yeah,
We got
if you are.
Indonesia, Saudi Arabia.
Call on mercadovisuals.com and just call us.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, we'll plug that for sure to our 41 subscribers.
Hey,
For sure.
41 is better than zero.
Hey, that's like 41 more than zero. So it's like
deserve the
It's
shout
41
out,
zero.
man.
You're on your way and closer to 1 million every day.
pretty much that's facts. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we have listeners from Saudi Arabia, so that's the
When I was looking at your flags, I was like, whoa, you got like the diversity.
yeah. Hey, we
No,
got
like,
the
we got
Philippines, man. We
Philippines,
that means we're winning.
Indonesia,
That's-
Yeah.
Texas,
Texas.
more people than in our state, more people outside of our state than in our state, which is
And doesn't that like kind of shock you, like how you're reaching out to all these other places?
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I think the percentage is like 78% Texas and like 21% California. It's really
Yeah.
weird. It's because it's not what you would think being based here, right? But
Yeah,
it's just that's how it panned out. So it's just
that's just
it's strange.
it is strange. It's like, whoa. It always shocks me to see like who interacts with who or where you're able to like where your audience is, how they see it at first, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, how do you find me? Can you tell me?
It's like some dude in Indonesia. He's just like, you know what I really want to listen to right now? The Art of Awesomeness was Christian Adrian. Like that's
That's exactly what.
They just had this cool kid named Angelo on there. Makes me
But like, why would they not want to listen to you guys? You know?
well, now that you're here, maybe we have a chance.
You guys always had a chance. You guys were above and beyond already.
yeah, but like Angelo's the chance, you know. We had the chance because we had Angelo, you know. So
Okay.
Golden ticket, Adrian's Willy Wonka, and I'm the factory. I'm the Oompa Loompa.
You're the Oompa, no, you're not the. I'm more the Oompa Loompa.
What do you? Okay, we're all golden Oompa Loompas. Just
We're dancing and synchronized.
We're making candy. We're doing.
I honestly would just be the elevator. That's just what I would be.
Right. And then there's Adrian. That's
Yeah.
It's just the elevator, you know. You can't
Always
beat that,
going up. Yeah. Always going up in life, you know.
you know? There's only one
Angelo-
direction from rock bottom. Up.
yeah. Up is up. I heard that from an animated movie. It was Sing.
Yeah, it makes everyone cry.
I don't know.
First
But
30 seconds or
I know it brings tears. I love that movie.
something.
Adrian, you're still doing the thing, right? Adrian,
What thing?
you're still doing the. Okay, actually, I forgot. To be honest with you, Angela, we actually don't know how long.
Oh yeah. We forgot to time it.
Our longest episode, but
That's okay. I mean, I'm still here. If I wasn't talking, I'd just be playing League of Legends. So I mean,
Oh yeah, you had your own. You had your grind going. I'm sorry that we took you.
oh no, it's okay. I would just be screaming at my computer the whole time. So
Bro,
it's all
you-
good.
You were gaining that XP, man.
Getting the vocal working. That's all that matters. It's the vocals. That's why you're such a good singer. Just
I'm not even gonna sing.
practicing.
Just,
I learned to sing by playing League of Legends.
yeah, you know, just clicking my mouse, just spamming it, getting
Yeah.
arthritis.
Yeah.
Couple times.
Just pain.
Life hacks.
Just life hack.
Angelo is not only a business owner but an innovator. You're a genius. This is making me cry because I got a hiccup. Okay, but I was just stretching this out. But Angelo, Adrian, you have the recording set button, but you could just manage that whenever.
Oh yeah.
But
recording.
Angelo, as for this segment, as for what people see on the screen when they're watching it, Angelo, thank you for joining us. It was really cool seeing you guys. And do you want to give a shout out to anybody that's probably watching or you think might be watching? Mom.
Dude, shout out to those people in Saudi Arabia and Texas.
Yeah.
My homies in the Philippines, and just
Yeah.
all you 41 people are lucky to be here before they blow up. Like, you guys are the OG.
You mean before you blow up, before you
Before you
become
blow up.
famous and stuff?
We all blow up.
Well, because this is your podcast
blow
now.
up.
This is
I'm just the that's only 1/5 of it.
yeah, but that's what puts the art and awesomeness together.
We're
Is
just
the
the art
of.
awesomeness. We need
And the hyphen.
Yes.
The hyphen.
Well, we got him now. Angela, thank you for coming on with us.
Yeah.
You came on super spontaneously, but you still just rock.
Hey, if I see a call from Christian Caito or
Yeah.
Adrian Kiswani, I gotta answer.
You know,
I gotta
Oh,
answer.
actually, before you go, Angelo is our first person we've ever interviewed.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
So hey, congratulations, dude.
Oh my god, that's
you are the very first person to ever be interviewed on this.
I don't know
channel.
why that just crossed my mind.
it is an honor to be the first person to be interviewed.
You're the first one.
With my messy back, I didn't get any time to set up.
Angelo, I know you planned that.
Kart,
And it's ironic, not ironic, but Adrian, when we did our Mustangs Tonight, was our first one when we did Mustang Tonight.
I think it was just
Crazy.
meant to be.
So
Yeah.
now let's see it here.
It's a match made in heaven. It's
Yeah.
this beautiful three-way.
Perfectly worded.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I wouldn't have said any other way myself. So,
I think the best way to respond after that is we make a purchase of getting those tiny microphones, so we all hold it.
Oh yeah.
Because then we just have me and Adrian with this one.
Yeah, we got these.
yeah,
you know.
you guys have that.
Talk.
I don't know where mine is. I don't have anything as fancy as that. I just steal Adrian's, but
Mine's just a nice USB mic.
Oh, same.
just get it.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Please sponsor me.
Well, we have a
Sponsored.
sponsor. This video is kind of sort of not really at all sponsored by
Skillshare.
Angelo.
Shout out to Skillshare, Audible for sure. We've got Squarespace if you're interested in
Campus,
that. You know,
Squarespace, Discord,
heck, Grand Canyon University. Why not?
Canyon University.
and the Grand Canyon. Everything.
There's little asterisks in the bottom saying actually not sponsored. Don't sue us.
Yeah, don't.
Don't sue us.
Kidding.
Just kidding.
Sorry.
Sue the people with no money. Just
Not us.
not us. Not today. We have our guardian right here, Nick the Chick. Just so you know. So that's
Check.
we all know.
He's saying thank you. Angela, thanks again, man, for heading on here.
Yeah, thanks
you guys
for
want to check out
calling me.
Angelo's stuff? We will put it all below so you guys can check out the amazing work he's doing virtually and spiritually.
That was
Yeah.
powerful. Dang.
If we ever have you on again, you guys have any questions for Angelo? You guys can't ask that now because it's not.
But then on the next episode.
Oh,
Next episode, if we do a live and he's on, yeah, feel free to ask him any questions. But as of right now, yeah, I felt good. I feel like we did not waste our first interview. Like it could have gone to anybody. I'm glad it went to Angelo. Now Mr. Campos is probably like,
yeah.
he's gonna beat you guys up. He's gonna walk up.
Well, I mean, he is our dad, so he's just gonna just
grounded.
yeah. Still has not adopted us, just so you know. But we're working on that right now.
Yeah,
so.
we're finding the papers.
The ones he conveniently couldn't find when we needed him to. Anyways, yeah, that's neither here nor there now. So
for another time, another story.
another time. That'll be on season 3.
Season 3.
We're going that far.
When the like explosions come up, you get the huge season 3.
Just into it. We were just saying hi to people. But Adrian's recording.
There we go.
Yeah. Adrian, you take it away, man.
Take it away. Pretty much, we're just trying to figure out how many people we can get on a Zoom call for this podcast episode. It's the first episode of season 2, so we're just reaching out to people, seeing who would actually hop on. So, you, Andrew, you are the legend.
Andrew, you look like Rocky, man.
I'm only wearing a beanie because my hair is kind of messy. I was like, I need to put something on.
Okay, messy.
We'll buy that for now, you know.
Like Andrew, I'm just saying, thanks for coming on, everybody.
No problem.
Andrew Buena,
Yeah.
one of the smartest kids in Mountain House.
Andrew,
In the world,
I had a
probably.
question. Can you solve this?
Probably.
Was it? It doesn't move.
You know, Andrew. A little bit of background on Andrew. He likes doing math for fun, which is pretty. which shows.
That's how you introduce
smart
him?
he is.
That's kind of messed.
That's how you introduce him.
Yeah, I mean, no. Okay, you guys are seeing that as a bad thing, but people that do math for fun are the smart ones. And
I don't
that's
really
why-
do math for fun, sir.
And
And
plays
if
chess.
to be honest,
And
I'm
chess.
doing bad at math right now.
No, he's just kidding.
He's just being humble. He doesn't
No,
want to show
no.
his real IQ.
Yeah, he actually has a 100% in all classes at the moment.
Yeah.
No, that is not true.
Okay, that's
Okay, bud. Look, Andrew, how's it going, man? You take it away. This is you're in Angelo's show now. And
I'm
actually-
all right. I'm currently enrolled in San Jose State University.
oh nice. So
Yeah.
you're a Spartan.
Like-
Trojan?
Yeah, I'm trying to get by, I guess.
So you don't associate yourself. You don't identify as a Spartan. Spartan or Trojan?
I think it's Trojan.
Trojan? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, am I thinking of the different San
Spartan.
Jose?
Wait, what?
Spartan?
Oh,
Spartan.
Trojan is USC.
Yeah, I
Right?
think so.
Okay. But so you don't identify. That's cool. You're not into labels. I dig that. That's cool. So what have you been doing, Andrew? I always said Angela. Andrew. What have you been up to? We're
I
wondering.
don't know. Nothing much. Just like schoolwork a lot. Like a lot of the time. Yeah.
Such a good boy.
There's someone trying to get into my room.
Popular kid. It's probably one of the plethora of girlfriends Andrew has because he's such a cool.
It's kind of
kid.
wrong. It's probably his sister.
Oh. Or it could be a sister.
little
No.
wrong.
It's a little boy that wants to get in my room.
Oh, so we were all wrong though.
Oh, so it's not
Oh,
even
it's
a
me.
girl.
It's me. I'm actually at his house right now, trying to get his room.
Oh, you're just like slightly kicking it off to the
Yeah,
side.
yeah. I'm the little boy trying to get his.
Angelo's that little boy. Oh, man.
Angelo's a little boy that lives in Andrew's house, you know, just
This is actually under his stairs right now.
Like,
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter. Yeah.
What up?
Harry Potter. Oh my god. When's Andrew, have you talked to Angela since when was the last time you talked to Angela?
We're playing Valorant a little bit.
Valorant.
Valorant?
A few days ago.
Oh, so like, oh, wait, a few years ago?
No,
a few
days.
days ago.
They-
Oh, a few days ago. I was like, oh my god, I didn't
I
know.
know. I barely talk to Andrew. He's always busy. And latest time I ever hang with like that group was with working out, and Andrew never wanted to hit the weights with us.
I don't think working out is my thing. I don't enjoy working out. if I'm being
you
honest.
don't enjoy it?
I don't really enjoy it. I mean,
So-
it gets me sweating and stuff, I guess.
What's wrong? What like you run? Like you're like fast. So.
Yeah,
but
Andrew-
but, like,
Andrew,
lifting
you
weights
and
stuff
Angelo
like
were in
this.
track longer than Adrian and I were. We were only there for 1 year, but you guys followed through with it. And Andrew's in cross country too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You ran distance.
You ran for fun?
Like how
running and like working out are like two different things.
I think they're kind of the same. They're both
So-
a workout.
So you don't like weightlifting, pretty much.
So you
Yeah.
don't bench.
No, I don't bench.
Okay. But you
go
bench
on.
legs when you run.
Bench your legs on the floor.
Not,
I bench the floor.
not recently. I haven't been able to like run or like bike in a while. So like I've been inside getting fat.
That's okay. Hey.
It's
That's
the college life.
Oh, freshman 15.
Yeah, freshman 15.
Uh,
and you're not even like on campus.
Yeah.
It's usually because all the places you're at, the food places, especially in San Jose, that's where you get
Yeah.
it from all the boba.
oh,
the
This one's
central,
all the home cooked foods.
gotcha.
Yeah.
the central plate. And what was it? Andrew, do you still have those fig Newton bars I gave you for your birthday?
Yes, I have a lot of Fig Newtons still.
Wow.
Newton bars.
Because a lot of people have been giving me Fig Newtons, and I'm like, how am I supposed to like just like eat all this?
You said you eat it when you're depressed, right?
Yes.
Oh, so just
Oh,
be
so that's
depressed.
good because you haven't been eating them. That means you're not depressed.
Just be depressed, man.
Here,
Don't
I
waste
got
that
some right
food.
now.
What are fig Newtons?
They're
They're
they're like
tiny
these
bread.
I don't know. It's like figs, yeah, inside bread.
What's a
Have
fig?
you never had these? These
A
are
fig,
my
it's like a
childhood
fruit.
snack.
It's like a
Oh.
fruit blend smush with a bunch of little berries.
Like I don't know how to describe it.
Almost kind of like dates, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
figs are
does
like
sound like a
dates.
date.
Yeah.
It's not quite gelatin. It's like more mushier.
Kind of like a jelly. Like
No,
the
it-
ones-
no,
Yeah,
not like a jelly.
filling.
It's a jelly filling.
There's a filling. It's
But
not,
it's not like a Nutra Valley.
It's like
like
a
a
really
bar.
damp jelly. It's really
Kind of like a
hard.
tart.
It's like
you know?
dirt. But
It's like
No,
dirt.
it's not
Like
dirt.
dirt.
no, it's I didn't say it was dirt. It's like dirt. Texture is dirt.
Oh, see. Oh.
No, I mean the texture is it's similar to the texture of if you mush dirt together. But this one's edible. So it's edible.
So are you saying this with experience? Of the mushing
no.
dirt together.
Well, I mean,
Totally.
I don't mean to brag, but back in my day,
I used to dabble in them dirt eating.
yeah,
Diet, I
mud
was
pie
a
was all we
vegan.
had.
I was a vegetarian back in my day, so that's why.
I was an earthitarian.
Earth.
I ate
Oh,
them.
speaking of Earth, Andrew, out of you and Angelo, who watches Avatar the most?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I grew up watching Avatar like episode by episode, like new episodes like
Uh-huh.
every week. I would watch I watched it when it came out. So like
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
so
know if
you're
Angelo
fan.
did
You're the
same.
OG.
Yeah,
You're
you could
the
say I'm
OG.
OG, yeah.
Okay, but and then I remember Angelo doing like this whole choreograph thing during one of the rallies too. He was
That was like I think we both. I don't
We
remember.
both were doing that. I think.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I remember watching maybe like the first book one, but I do remember when book three came out. It's like the greatest thing in the world because it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, they're finally gonna end this.
like,
Yeah.
book three.
Crazy.
But
So which elements are we using?
I think I'm air. I'm
Yeah.
very passive.
Okay. That's cool.
so I guess I'd be fire, very aggressive. Very aggressive. I'm in your face, type of thing.
Wow, I like water. Water's nice.
Okay, so I'm natural. Okay, now that leaves me with dirt because you guys know
You know, with the experience of like
dirt
mushing
boy.
dirt.
Dirt boy.
The boy.
Wow. Okay.
No, it's not a bad thing. You're strong. You're humble.
Yeah, that means you're grounded. Actually, that's not like your personality at all. Wait,
Yeah, it's not.
no.
Andrew, what's it say? What's the bad thing about Earth people? What's the bad thing about Earth people?
They can be stubborn.
I think pride. I think it's
Yeah.
pride.
It is pride. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, pride. Okay.
pride, stubbornness, sort of.
The wall
I
of
am
bossing
not
say will
stubborn.
never fall.
I'm better than all of you, and I am not stubborn. You're stubborn.
Wow.
I am not
Wow,
stubborn. I am
that's
not.
intense.
Yeah,
That's cool. Andrew, Adrian wanted to ask you something.
Wow. Well, this is a classic Christian Caito tactic, and you know what? I can do nothing but respect it. But yeah, Andrew, honestly, I have to ask. With the ending, I already asked Angelo this. With the ending of senior year being cut off short, and you being really interested in like ASB and leadership and those sort of things, how did that sort of affect you compared to the beginning of senior year to the end of it? I mean, what was that whole sort of thing like for you? Because I know it affected us all differently, but just from your end, what was it like?
I think for me, I kind of brushed it off easier than like other people. I know like other people like kind of had like a worse experience or like I just think that I had an easier time to cope with it. Like for some reason, like I was okay with like being inside all the time. Like yes, I miss like all the experience. Like I would like what can I say like I miss like being around people and like I wish I experienced the normal things in senior year. But I think that I was fine just being inside because I don't know. I just like watch anime and like I don't know. I was just like comfortable inside my house. So like I think I was okay for the most part. But yeah, I do miss like the old times, and I wish like we could have finished senior year as we should have. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's
That's
what it is.
I've been saying that a lot actually. It's like it is what it is, just yeah. That's good to hear though, dude. That didn't affect you that bad. Because at least at my house, I know it was sort of a business as usual thing. It was really weird, because I knew that some people around me who actually got like levels of depression from it, and I was just looking at it like it's okay, it's fine, but like there were people who legitimately had like these reactions, and I don't know, I guess I could sympathize a bit with it, but I couldn't relate to it that much because it was one of those things where you kind of take life as it is and you move on from there. So but that's good. That's legit. I like saying that word, legit. Legitness, the art of legitness.
Did any of your parents, like Angelo or Andrew or Adrian? Oh my God, all your names start with A's. I just realized that. You know what I'm saying?
And all of you guys are Filipino, and I'm not. Wow, this is crazy.
You know what? We'll just round it up. You're Filipino too.
Yeah, you're Filipino in our book.
Yeah.
Did
I have the skin tone.
Did any of your parents like take it a bit harder? Because I know mine did. Especially like my mom, because especially I think when they're kind of a part of that ASB thing when they volunteer and they just like the atmosphere of Mountain House, it hurts a little bit. Did any of your parents like take it a bit hard too, or was mine the exception?
For my mom, she was kind of not happy, but like she was okay with it too. Of course, like she found the joy in like being inside, and I think that like that was also because like she didn't have to work for a while. So like,
Yeah.
I think for any adult like who doesn't have to work and like still get paid, like would still still
dream job.
be good.
Yeah.
That's my side.
That's yours.
I don't know. My mom always worked from home, so she was just used to it. And then when it came to school, she did miss. I think she just felt bad they couldn't really experience certain things. But I know I told her I never minded. I didn't care as much. And then, but my dad was the different one. He's like, "Hey, good riddance. You're good now." Because he was more on the side like, "All right, finish school and get out." So he was like, "Hey, it's a shortcut. You're done."
Less hours.
Did it?
Less hours, so.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom, it was interesting because she actually worked there, so it was I was always hearing about this is what's going on now. I'm like, great, it's sort of a thing where I really didn't have that mentality of I care super highly about this. I was just like, oh, it is what it is. Kind of like what Andrew said, but you know, because the school is obviously the one that's getting really affected by everything going on, you know, just kind of being in the loop of that, it was, you know, interesting. But yeah, she handled it just fine. I mean, obviously working there was a bit weird with no kids. I remember she would say it's so weird to go there and see no kids there, you know, at all whatsoever. But yeah, other than that, it was just business as usual, I think.
When you guys hear Mountain House High School, what's the first thing you guys think of? Without thinking about it, the first thing you think of.
Mr. Panu's beard.
Your addiction with Mr. Panu's.
It's the funniest thing, man. I just like, because I just remember the first thing I ever said to him is like, you have a majestic beard. That's the first thing I said. And I was like, yeah, that's how you do it.
Right,
yeah, that's how you do it.
Good. My eyes on this one.
Yeah, pretty much. So you got to do it. That's how you build good relationships and connections. You just compliment their beard, you move on.
Yeah, you can just compliment.
Angelo, your air beard is just killing it right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Makes me feel special.
Yeah. Special Angelo beard. Get one today for free.
Yeah, it's straight. It's free.
Yeah,
buy one, get one free.
We'll ship it to you. It's in a bottle. You just open it.
And boom, beard. Andrew could grow a beard, like a soul patch.
Yeah,
hey,
you've got something going on. You have your little stash going on too, man.
Yeah, I haven't shaved. I should be shaving, but I haven't.
With the razor or electric?
A razor.
See, Christian, you got to get on the razor club, man.
Dude, you got.
It's scary. You're gonna cut yourself.
I like to rip mine out and see how hard I can cry.
You just get the wax and go.
Yeah, it's like a man challenge for me. Like, if you're not a man, if you rip it out and you cry.
Calling us out, huh?
Okay, sorry, I don't have strong enough duct tape to pull what I lack in hair. Yeah.
Scotch tape. That's cool. Andrew, we know you. I don't know what your plans are for tonight, but you know you kind of came on spontaneously. Thank you for coming on. What are you doing later on, man? I heard that when I called you, you had like a lot of like children.
No, because the little boy that I was talking about is like trying to like get in my room. He's just running around.
What is he gonna do?
Do you have him locked somewhere?
No, I am locked in my room right now.
Oh, okay.
Can we get some context? Is this your cousin?
This is my sister's boyfriend's little brother.
It's Jaden.
It's Jaden.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say like your son for a minute, and then we were.
Whoa, really I don't have a son.
I think Alexa would say otherwise. It would like come on here and be like slap you, be like, no.
It's like, I'll prove it to you. Just hold it up, you know.
Okay. Well, either way, I think whenever you can, even if it's on this episode, we love for him to come on. We love for Jaden to come on.
No problem.
And you guys could sit next to each other and talk.
After me and Andrew work out, because we're gonna force him to work out.
Yeah. We're gonna make him bench.
Yeah.
We're gonna run.
Because your little sister's working out, she's gonna become.
She's gonna get buff, dude.
Dude, anyway, are you talking about? Is it his name Angel?
Angel, yeah.
I remember because Andrew was saying like how when you introduced me to Angel, you were just like saying you're like, oh my god, the irony. Like, what are you talking about? Like, name's Angel, and I'm Angel. I don't know if I should say these things. You said, I'm just gonna say it. You said the irony because her name's Angel, but you think she's like a devil spawn or something.
I did not.
Like, okay.
That's off the books.
Dang. Christian, you went off script hard, bro. That was a sharp left turn.
You know, either way, if we get caught by another cool Filipino family and they watch our podcast. If not, then you don't get in trouble. You don't get in trouble. It's okay. It's okay. You don't get in trouble.
Dude, your thought process.
It's fine. It's a win-win. Win-win.
Oh man.
Andrew, you have to head out, man. We don't want to keep you. Thank you for heading on with us.
Thank you, guys.
We're just having a good time. And you just made it better. Just 4 Filipinos just hanging out.
Not all start with the letter A. We all start with the letter A.
Yeah.
You're Christian, the A is silent.
Yeah. A Christian.
A Christian.
Yeah.
He's a Christian. That's it.
You're a Christian.
Yeah, we're all here. Just 4 bros hanging out. Adrian, how long is this running now, actually? Should we stop it pretty soon, or?
I honestly have
I
lost
think
track
we're
of
like
time.
over like an hour now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Should we start let them go, and then we could finish up the last segment we need.
I guess, yeah. That's
So,
the way things got to go. But we'll definitely call you guys back if you guys want to be on another episode or just to
always.
hang out. Yeah. So for sure.
Can't wait for those in-person episodes. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have
We
you guys
actually-
both there.
So
We
we
have-
can breathe the same air, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I get to breathe the same air
It's-
as Andrew Buena.
It's my lifelong dream to breathe the same air that Angelo has breathed and Andrew has breathed. I mean, I just
No,
like
I want to breathe. Wait, you'll breathe Angelo's, I'll breathe Andrew's.
that works.
And
That
then
works.
we'll exhale airs, and then they'll breathe ours.
It kind of sounded like you said breed.
I mean, hey.
No, there's no hey. There's no
Hey, not saying anything. Guys, thanks again for coming on, though. It was cool that you guys spontaneously came. It was cool seeing you guys again. We can't
Yeah, it
wait
was cool seeing you
to
guys
have
too.
you on in person. Thank you, guys.
This is
Subscribe
this
to
is
their
it.
YouTube channels, Andrew the Wizard and Angelo, yeah.
Angelo, yeah.
Angelo, oh yeah. They'll be down in the description. But thank you guys.
just to recap, guys. We just got Andrew and Angelo on the podcast. So, I mean, that was like you said when we weren't on live. That was a really unexpected good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Maybe definitely.
And we got Marcelo Smith on the line.
Yeah.
We'll probably make that onto a separate video. I probably won't put that
That's
like clip
gonna
in the
be-
podcast.
That's
But-
gonna be something else. That's gonna
Yeah.
be. it's gonna
But and hey, you know, maybe in the future we can do an episode with him on here. So
that's the pinnacle. Of,
yeah, we will have conquered the internet once we do that.
That's the pinnacle of our YouTube careers.
That's actually the reason why we made this podcast, was just for Marcelo Smith.
No, it's us. Hey, Marcelo. Okay, I feel like we're
Alright.
getting like so weirded out. We're weirding him out so much. We're
Yeah.
just little kids.
Yeah, we're sorry, Marcelo. But yeah, this has been a pretty long episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed our conversations with these people. Definitely go check them out. Their socials will be in the link via Instagram. So if you want to check out any of their stuff. But Christian, we do have the verse of the day.
I do. We do
So-
have the verse of the day. We are switching it up. We are going to. We have I have my little application, but it's still on KJV. 2 Corinthians 5:17.
517. Okay, I'm there.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And I really like this verse because it kind of really emphasizes. You read that right? It's like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it really emphasizes how, like, when you come to Christ new, or when you come to Christ as yourself, just
Yeah.
the way you are,
You're
mentally,
made new.
spiritually, and all, you're not the same person that you were.
Yeah.
And
Well, essentially, the Bible says that before we accept Christ as our Savior, before we believe on the name of the Lord Jesus to be saved, before that happens, we're essentially a dead spirit. Our soul is just dead. And so what happens is when we believe on the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, our soul is basically rejuvenated and quickened, as the Bible uses the word quickened, you know, kind of respirited, rejuvenated. And I mean, that's that verse beautifully puts it, that basically when we are in Christ, you're kind of, I don't know, have you ever seen the Bible where it says you kind of put on the new man, you know, put on sort of the new flesh, that
I've
sort of
heard
thing.
of like the armor and stuff, but not.
Yeah, kind of like putting on the new man, you're kind of a new spirit. So
Oh.
basically your flesh is still corruptible, right? It's still sinful. That's why we still have the tendency to sin even after we're saved, but the soul inside yearns to do and be good. So yeah. Good verse. Solid.
Yeah. So new. It's all new. Nueva. No. Oh, nueva. Wait. Okay, I tried saying it in Spanish, but I confused 9 with new. Nuevo is 9.
Yeah. No, nueve.
Nueve is 9, and nuevo is new.
Yeah.
Todos de las cosas en el Cristo es nuevo.
Ooh, that was good.
Spanish.
Don't know what that
Well,
meant, but hey.
Hey, it's Spanish. Don't question it. Spanish.
I-
Everything in
wait.
Spanish sounds good. It's in Spanish. Hey, do you want to cap it off?
Yeah, man. Well, hey, I think we had a good episode. It was impromptu. We didn't really know how it was going to turn out, but I think that we got to a pretty good place in the end. So
We talked
know,
about
we talked
our
about
a little
work.
bit.
We
We
talked
watched
to
some friends. What's been going on with them?
I mean,
Um,
I'd say that's solid for a first episode over Zoom
of
for the
season
second
2. I
season.
know, right?
So
I think this is pretty cool, and like, especially if we ever wanted to share screens and stuff. But
yeah,
yeah, that's cool. So yeah, thanks again, guys, so much for watching. This is kind of a new spin on the first episode, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys
Yes.
want to be on the episode, we're trying to aim for more interviews this season. Hopefully, it'll be more as we kind of go on with figuring how many people at a time we can get to know you more better in person and
hmm
have us like a little bit more of a structured way of talking about things that you want to talk about.
Right.
Tonight we were just really having fun with it and trying something new, which is really cool too. But a shout out to Angelo and Andrew again. I keep you
I feel it.
No, but with you too, it's like Andrew, Angelo, Adrian. Like I try not to mix them up. Shout out to Andrew and Angelo
Yes.
for being on here. It was super spontaneous, but if you guys are watching this, well, it means a lot. It was cool talking to you guys.
Yeah, it was really cool to see you guys again.
And
And
yeah,
we hope to have you back on.
yeah, we hope to have you back on. We hope to have anybody else that wants to come on, reach out to us. We got an email, we got a website, Adrian. If
Yeah, we got Instagram, we got all that stuff. So pretty much, guys, thank you for watching the first episode of the second season
Ooh.
second season. I said that right.
first, oh, I thought you said it right the first.
Okay,
one.
second season. Episode 23. Thank you guys so much for watching. Christian and I, we intend to make this a much better season than the first. And so any recommendations are always helpful. Thank you guys for watching.
People in
And we'll see
Indonesia
you.
and Texas
Oh, yeah.
and Saudi Arabia, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yes. And we'll see you next time.